All right guys, so today we're gonna go over some key exercises and soft tissue release techniques that you can do to fix your low back pain. I have Dr. Greg here with me. You guys seen some of the videos that we've done in the past. If you haven't, check them out. But Dr. Greg, what are we gonna do from a soft tissue release standpoint to help with that low back pain?
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen up. I'm gonna use Phil here demonstrating here. The glute medius, it's the upper glute fibers. They actually attach in the top of the pelvis up here. So if it's tight in the glute, it's gonna cause a radiating back pain through here. We're also gonna get the erector spinae muscles. These are the ones next to the spine that hold you upright. So you're gonna take a lacrosse ball, any wall will work. And what you're gonna do is, in this case, I'm on the right side, so I'm gonna put my weight on the opposite leg, keeping this one relaxed so I can put more weight into the ball. You're just gonna rotate back and forth over the upper fibers of that muscle, usually about 2 to 3 minutes until it starts to dull down. Then you can take the same ball, again, next to the spine, starting about mid to low back. Similar weight distribution. Opposite leg's gonna have the weight on it. This one's mostly relaxed. You can round forward so you can make sure you get more weight into it and massage up and down. Now there's 5 layers of muscles here, so you kind of have to be aggressive with this, but same concept, shoot for about 3 minutes, and most importantly, prior to your exercise, so you can get ready to do whatever you're gonna do.
How frequent can we do this, and also when to do this?
Yeah, great question. So I would recommend, especially if it's something new, injury or tension you're having, is doing it daily, 1 to 2 times a day before exercising. If you're not gonna train that day, it's fine, I would still do it, but shoot for about 3 minutes each of those areas to make sure you can get those muscles moving correctly. And then it's much easier to strengthen afterwards.
Perfect. Real quick, check out Instagram. What is it?
Dr.Gregory Donadio.
Boom. All right guys, so now what I'm gonna do is give you 3 exercises because I'm a strength coach, not a clinician, so that's why I have Dr. Greg here, but I'm gonna give you 3 strength exercises that you can do to alleviate the stress of your low back. So one is gonna be spinal segmentation, right? So we're gonna try to increase that range of motion. We're gonna work on an open chain movement here with the reverse hyper, and then we're gonna go into a core strengthening exercise and a glute max strengthening exercise. All right, so the first one, we have the reverse hyper here. Now you don't need a reverse hyper, but we're gonna basically lay through this platform. You can use an incline bench, you can use high boxes, but the goal is to get into an open chain where his feet are off the ground. So Dr. Greg is gonna go ahead and put his arms up here. He's gonna lock in his lats so nothing else moves through C-spine, T-spine, and then his low back here, what he wants to do is he's gonna let his legs hang, and then he's going to tuck underneath and then extend up. So then he gets full segmentation. So everything's locked down from here. He's gonna go ahead, tuck in, abs are on, so he's gonna use his rectus abdominals, and then he's gonna go ahead and extend in the low back. He's gonna do that about 10 repetitions, holding for a 2-second count at the top and at the bottom, right? Again, we're trying to elongate, so we're getting decompression here, and then we're gonna use those erectors and drive through into extension, right? Same thing here, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the abs, and then pull through. So again, open, and then close the angle down, all right? 3 sets of 10 repetitions like that. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Glutes on fire.
Burning.
Cut it out. Don't overwatch it.
But I don't blame you if you do.
All right, so the next one we're gonna do is what's called a Pallof press or an anti-rotation movement. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna walk out, get good tension on a band. Now you can use a band, you can use a cable, doesn't really matter, but you want tension to try to pull you into rotation, hence the reason why we're calling it anti-rotation. Now from here, he's gonna go ahead and drive his arms away from the midline of his body, holding position, making sure that that band doesn't pull him into rotation. So obliques are on, internal, external obliques. He also has to strain and contract the abdominals too as well. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna hold, press for about 2 to 3 seconds, bring it back in, do it again. Hold, press 2 to 3 seconds, back in. You can do 10, 12, even 15 repetitions, 3 to 4 sets through on both sides. Good.
Yeah, it's good. You feel it.
Yeah. All right, so the last one is gonna be a glute max exercise. So when you do anything from the glute max, you wanna make sure that the toes, the knees, and the hips are aligned appropriately. You don't wanna go too far out wide. You don't wanna act as if you're driving the legs out because that's gonna hit more glute medius. So we're gonna drive straight into the ground and get into that hip extension using the glute max itself. When you get into the full extension, you're gonna transfer your weight over. So one leg's gonna come up, you're gonna hold position, so you have to stabilize the pelvis, and then you're gonna switch your legs. So it looks like this. Feet down, you're coming up, Glute extension. Now, you don't want to go too far to where you're all the way up here and it's putting stress on the low back. You just want to go ahead and activate the glutes. From here, my hands are down, my lats are engaged, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to put more pressure on one side of the body, squeezing my glute max, bringing the leg up, just holding position, then switch legs. Make sure that you don't twist or fall out of place, so the obliques have to be on too as well, so you don't fall into rotation, keeping the pelvis aligned appropriately. You can transition or progress this actual exercise, put a band across the hips, or you can put a weight across or a barbell across your hips too as well to add more resistance to it. Do 3 to 4 sets, 5 repetitions each side. So this can be done as a warm-up routine, especially if you follow along what Dr. Greg showed you first with the soft tissue work, then following up with the spinal segmentation, and then activation of the trunk and the glutes itself. Then you can move on to whatever it is. It could be your squat day, it could be your deadlift day, whatever it's gonna actually use full body compound lifts that is going to require using some of the back to stabilize everything, right? So make sure you do that before you go into your real training. Real training, you see that? Like that?
I like that.
It's because I'm a fucking strength guy, you know what I'm saying? It just came out, I didn't even know. It just came out like that. Anyways, hope you guys like it, take something from it. If you have any questions, hit the comments down below. If you want to train specifically for combat sports, check out all of my programs. Link is down below in the description. If you're a coach looking to learn some of the methods, the principles, and the systems that I use for my athletes, check out the mentorship program, also down below. See you again next time. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification. Peace.